What you are about to see is not real.
We are at the Queen Mary in Long Beach, and today we're going on the VIP tour. This is a 3-hour guided tour available on the weekends. First, we're going to watch a short presentation of the ship.
Welcome aboard the world's most visited passenger ship. As our guest, you have become a part of living history.
Do me a favor, just right outside into this little hallway area right here, please.
This is the lobby, and it looks really beautiful. That Piccadilly Delights there used to sell tobacco and sweets, now it just sells sweets.
One thing I always love to point out that may seem a little archaic today are these little booths that you see right here, which are called telephone booths. Queen Mary was actually the first to offer ship-to-shore communication.
And calls used to cost $9 a minute, which is $200 a minute in today's money. Wow.
Welcome aboard the RMS Queen Mary. I am your captain, James. You are now located in the wheelhouse or the bridge of the ship. This is where they would steer or drive the ship. All of the equipment that you see here is original to the Queen Mary. You will notice there are 1, 2, 3 wheels here. This is the primary wheel that would steer or drive the Queen Mary. Would you like to come back here and touch the equipment?
These loudsophones send messages from here in the captain's room all the way to the engine room. I can't hear the other side, but this is pretty cool. Full speed ahead. Next, we're going to check out the captain's quarters.
This gives you the best view of what a first-class stateroom would actually look like.
Because you are our VIPs, you are now about to do something that everybody and their grandfather would like to do. And that is enter in and look around the captain's quarters.
Good picture right here of John Treasure Jones, the final captain of the RMS Queen Mary.
We're standing in the captain's quarters right now, and everything here is original. So impressive. And this is the captain's bedroom. Of course, everything's original here, probably even that stain. The Queen Mary has its own working radio station, W6RO.
We are now about to enter into my favorite room on board the Queen Mary. Today, it is called the Queen's Salon. When the ship was actually sailing, this was the first class main lounge.
So everything from gambling to bingo, movies, performances, and dances could all take place in here. The piece you see on the forward bulkhead there above the fireplace is the second largest piece of artwork on board the entire ship. Now, if it does look familiar to you at all, it's because this has been seen in such films as The Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio, The Natural with Robert Redford, Godfather 2 with Al Pacino, The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan.
This room was used for entertainment for first-class passengers. And wow, it's amazing. So much gold color.
Hey guys, can you see this this railing here? See these bumps here?
So these bumps are to stop people from sliding down.
Warning, warning, warning. What you are about to see is not real.
Is there gonna be a monster? What's that? Oh. Wow. That is
Look
crazy.
from the window.
This seems like it might have been part of a Halloween maze. Okay, I think this is some leftover stuff from Dark Harbor.
When you enter into the pool, watch your step and take pictures.
Okay. This was the first class swimming pool. You can still see the slide over there. And a fun fact is that they did let the third class come here sometimes, but after the third class came, the pool would have to be drained and refilled so that the first class passengers could have a clean pool.
The shallow end to your right is 6 feet deep. The deep end to your left is up to 18 feet deep. The pool can be emptied or filled in a matter of 25 minutes using 24,000 gallons of salt water.
I gotta ask you, when you entered down here, did you feel the atmosphere change?
Yeah.
What you are now about to see is not real. My family, we are now about to give you a wow factor.
Oh my god. Wow. We're 24 feet below sea level.
Queen Mary powered all of her own electricity. She was making 9,100 kilowatts of 220 direct current every single day. Put that into perspective, that's enough power to manage a city of 100,000 people for 24 hours at a time. This was what we had what were called the Yarrow or Yarrow boilers. They're going to create steam for the engines. Now, the steam created in here was at 700 degrees Fahrenheit and moved through the pipes at 400 pounds per square inch of pressure. And it would be driven all the way to the engine rooms to pass through the engines and get the ship to move.
Where the roof angles up there is the vent for the smokestack. Lunch is included after your tour and includes a starter and an entree. And that is the VIP tour on the Queen Mary. I remember going on a tour of this ship once when I was very little, but I also don't think that we were able to see that many things compared to this one. For this tour, I think the most memorable parts were going to the bridge and getting to like steer the wheel in the captain's area, then going to the captain's quarters. And there's just so much original furniture kept on the ship still. So it's like you're walking through history, through a luxury liner that has just been frozen in the past. And along with some mentions of the ghost stories, but like that wasn't the emphasis of this tour. And the other part that really impressed me was seeing the engine room for the top and then getting to ride that elevator down below sea level. That was really cool. And the burger I had for my meal was so good. I'd also like to give a shout out to Captain James and Officer Danny. And I really appreciated that during the mealtime, Captain James made an effort to get to know all of us. And we were able to have a really good conversation at the table, which is something that I haven't had in a while. Be sure to check out this tour. It's available on weekends.